Many nations have already said we're dropping everything, right? So I'm really surprised that the Canadian government and even the provincial governments, a lot of them are really hanging on tight to this, and I don't understand why.
It's day 8, the second Saturday that people have come to Parliament to make one demand: a total end to COVID mandates and restrictions across the country. But the federal government remains steadfast. No negotiations.
We came down here to support my brother-in-law, Johnny. This is his truck right here. He drives for Gerard Transport. We came down to support him and also for the freedoms for our country. We're really disappointed in what our government has done with mandating stuff. We're not against the vaccine. We don't care about that. But what we do care about is the fact that we have to have the vaccine to go to restaurants and travel.
David Rempel came to Ottawa with his family to express their frustration with restrictions he says are continuing to adversely affect their lives. He's not alone. Kelly Hale from Kemptville lost his restaurant because he refused to enforce mask mandates or check for vaccine status.
In November 13th of 2021, my restaurant was taken from me by force. I was locked out. The locks were changed because I wasn't following the mandates. I said no to the vax passports. I said no to the masking. I have no right to ask people's personal medical information. I was not going to break those laws. I follow God's law, and I'm standing firm with that. So we've been fighting in the courts for the last few months trying to get my restaurant back.
Ottawa's mayor has expressed a hope that the loss of GoFundMe cash could starve the convoy, but protesters have already pivoted to an alternative fundraising site.
This whole thing last night with the GoFundMe, that is going to backfire big time, big time. Everybody's doubling down on their donations to Give, Send, Go instead. You'll be shocked. The 10 million, it will far surpass 10 million in the next few days.
Just a few blocks away, counter-protesters at City Hall were met by a small group of convoy supporters, police intervening to keep them apart. Just across the street, Confederation Park, once a staging area for the convoy, complete with fuel depots and semi-permanent structures. But on Saturday, convoy leaders told people they were moving. They say out of respect for the Algonquin people whose land this is.
I think I'm, the same as a lot of people here. I'm tired of all the mandates. I'm tired of it all, but there's a right way to go around about this, and this is not it.
As a resident of the Barward Market, I'm being told not to go out into my own neighborhood. That is more concerning to me in this city when authorities are telling us that I felt it was important to show that we want this to end.
But police don't appear to have any interest in forcing truckers to go, while the federal government has still yet to open talks with organizers.
These truckers aren't going. They said they're here for the long haul. Pardon the pun, but they're staying. And hopefully these mandates will come down. Other provinces are already caving in on the mandates, so we got some hope here, and we just got to keep the fight, stand for what's right.
In Ottawa, Xiaoli Li, City News.